What is up, guys? Derek from the Baseball Channel coming at you again with yet another review. And today it's going to be on the Under Armour Yard Baseball Trainers. Now, these are, I guess you could say turf shoes, training shoes, whatever you want to call them. They're pretty much baseball shoes, kind of like cleats without the spikes on the bottom. In fact, they make this exact shoe in a cleat form. I do have those. I'll probably make a video on those at some point soon. So definitely stay tuned for that. Subscribe to see that. I guess we're going to start with an overview on the shoe. So the heel up to the side to around the toe is all a metallic red. You have just a black, probably a nubuck upper. Two white Under Armour logos with a slight metallic red outline on them. You do have a little toe overlay, which helps for toe drag. You know, if you pitch, you drag that toe, it helps out a little bit. So you have an all white midsole. You see here on both sides, there's a black little shank plate, which helps with some torsional support. As you can see here on the bottom, in the back on the heel, you have just a regular black section with a white logo, but the rest of the bottom is actually like a red and black camo. And I think this looks really, really nice. As you can see, it has little shallow rivets, probably for turf. So I guess now we can hop into how they perform, how I like them, all that good stuff. So these rivets are good for turf, but they're not great. I don't think they're quite deep enough to be as good as they could be. So I've played on turf a few times, and what I've come to find is that on longer turf, because, you know, not all turf is the same, but newer, longer, fluffier kind of turf, these aren't as good on, just because I think these little divot things aren't quite deep enough to dig in. Granted, they are still good on that. It's just not as good as I would like to see. I played a game in the morning on longer turf, and it was kind of slippery, and these really weren't digging in very well. However, later that day, sunny afternoon, we were playing on a shorter turf, and these stuck like glue. So it's not very consistent. Sometimes these perform great as far as traction goes. Sometimes they're not as good. So it's just something to keep in mind if you're going for these. As you can see on the heel, these do feature clutch fit, which is Under Armour's kind of technology. I think it does pretty well. It keeps your ankle in place. It does its job. Plus, it looks pretty cool, so that's always a plus. Breathability, there isn't really much here, but for baseball, I don't really think it's as needed. Just, you know, air these out after a game. The tongue is kind of mesh, but not a lot of breathability coming out of there. You have some slight perforations along the side, but still not a lot coming from there. As you can see on the tongue, that has that metallic red with the white Under Armour logo. So the comfort on these is very nice, really. It took a little while to break in, fresh out of the box. The midsole's a bit hard, not as comfortable, but believe me when I say it, after an hour or two of wearing these around, the midsole starts to soften up, and these become very, very comfortable shoes, trainers, whatever you want to call them. I wear these to any indoor baseball things, and I also wear these to every game before I change into my cleats. And they hold up great. They're very durable. They're comfortable, and they look nice. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and play ball. And now we're going to hop on to the on-foot section, so definitely stay tuned for that.